up over there. I always go by the screen over there.
Right.
Looks like we are live now.
Yep.
Let me make sure though. Just got the damn text notification, so we are live. Yeah, we're live. I see us over there. I see us over there, big. I see us over
Yeah.
there, big. Who are you?
Yeah.
It's Beer Drink here with George Kennebrew. This is the Dear Vince Podcast, episode 17. You already know what we're gonna do because you saw the thumbnail. Y'all like the thumbnail? Let me know if you like the thumbnail. This is a SmackDown. What do you call it? Draft recap.
Draft.
The SmackDown draft recap. Uh, I'm gonna just start it off by saying one thing and one thing. You know what? First off, just overall, like, what did you think of this? Truthfully, not even just the draft aspect of it, but this SmackDown episode, man. Like, what did you think just overall? And then, of course, we're gonna hit it up overall with a grading of how many marks we give it at the end of this podcast, if you want to call it that. It is a podcast. What the fuck am I talking about?
The quote, the quote, the great Enzo Amore. There's only one word to describe this, and I'm gonna spell it out for you. SAWFT. Soft.
Yes, it was soft. It was corny. And this is the first, like I said, first off, just so y'all know, like as far as wrestling, okay, we're marks. As far as the internet, we're not marks. Like we know that we came on really late tonight. It's damn near 2 a.m. So I'm not expecting, truthfully, anyone to pull up. Anyone that does pull up, definitely shout out to y'all for pulling up.
Right.
But we're gonna go ahead and get into the shit. If people do pull up, we'll ask them, like, yo, bet, ask questions if you need to, but we're gonna go forward.
I know. The one thing about it is, I know all y'all ain't working tomorrow. That's all I'm gonna say. I know all y'all ain't
You
working.
ain't got no job.
I'm just saying, all of y'all not working. So I'm just like, as much as y'all, you know what I'm saying, watched SmackDown tonight, most of y'all, and I know it's late. Like I said, most of y'all not working tomorrow. So some of y'all gonna pull up, some of y'all gonna come on in here. It's gonna be some of y'all.
It is what it is. Shit. I mean, but you got, because my thing is like, okay, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 6, just 4 hours later. But it is, we're gonna go ahead and do our thing. That's all that matters.
Right.
So we're gonna go ahead and get to my first gripe of the entire show. And we'll probably leave this one up because, like I said, we're gonna smoke through this thing, leave it up for repeat watchers and shit like that. But the first gripe that I had for this entire episode of SmackDown was the Seth Rollins Roman Reigns. I got notes right here. There, I put it: Seth Rollins ex Roman Reigns ball drop. The reason why I say that it was a ball drop, they definitely dropped the ball. Because, and it was funny because I even wrote that note before the match was even midway through because I knew they were going to drop the ball. But they could have told a way better story without the Fiend showing up. You already got Seth Rollins taking on his former best friend and fucking ally in the Shield, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, why not, like, just not bank on the Fiend? Because the fans there, you could tell that we got 4 people in here. It is what it is. But you already can tell that the fans are getting tired of the Fiend showing up so much. But they dropped the ball for the fact Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, best friends, former allies in the Shield, like just pretty much their entire WWE career has almost been together as a collective, right? Why not sell the story that you're trying to sell with the Fiend by having Seth Rollins black out and do something insane to Roman Reigns? Like, because it was for the first pick, and just how he would do anything that he felt or not felt, pretty much he let him in. He let the Fiend in, so he'll do anything he can to win. Why not have the same situation? Referee knocked out. He goes underneath the ring, grabs a fucking sledgehammer, smashes Roman Reigns in the head with it, wakes up the referee and get the win like that. You know what I'm saying? It would have been something to where it's like, holy shit, how could he have done that to his former best friend and ally of the Shield? You know what I'm saying? Like we thought that it would just be a competitive wrestling match, but damn, he really fucking tried to hurt Roman Reigns. They dropped the ball with that. That would have been something that they could have actually like picked up the pieces of the puzzle and put parts together back to kind of rejuvenate the shit that they've already fucked up at Hell in a Cell.
My only thing is what did this prove? what in the fuck did this prove?
Mm-hmm.
Like, seriously, like, first of all, in my personal opinion about the, as I told you
Mm-hmm.
firsthand, I was going to skim through it.
Yeah.
So, in my skimming through this match, I really didn't see anything that was different or that really excited me, for
Mm-hmm.
one, because from what I saw from Rollins and Reigns is okay, let me see how good I can counter your shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, will somebody please
Yeah.
fucking hit a big move?
Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
first of all, why the hell is Seth countering a spear into a ugly ass pedigree? That's probably
Hey, can I show
one
you
of the
something real quick?
sloppiest looking pedigrees I've ever
I
seen.
was going to wait for you to get done. Look at my second note. I don't know if you can see it because this shit. Okay, my face is in there. Anyway, I'll read it.
Yeah.
Like I said, Seth Rollins X Roman Reigns ball drop, and then right after that, in parentheses, I put modified pedigree, just so I can remember to say how shitty did it look. Because like it was like they tried to speed it up to kind of more sell the spear in the force into the pedigree instead of him kind of slowing it down and then fucking it was just weird,
And
man.
that's how Seth fucking injures people, a la Finn Balor.
Mm-hmm.
Because you want to speed shit up to
Mm-hmm.
make shit look good.
Mm-hmm.
Just wrestle the damn match. Okay?
Yeah,
Hit
from
the
the way
moves you're supposed to
he
hit
sold the spear, from the way he
and
sold the
wrestle the
spear
damn
into
match.
from the way he sold the spear and tried to boom turn it into the pedigree, it just looked like a botch. It looked like
It really
was
was.
not supposed to
That's
happen.
really what it was. It was a bona fide botch.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if he would have, okay, if you want to do that spot, the logical thing to do would probably have been for Seth Rollins to maybe grab Roman in mid move with his momentum, would have been able to grab him mid move, tuck him between his legs, then hit the pedigree.
Yeah.
But this motherfucker wants to be such a damn spot monkey that he is.
You know,
and he wants to catch him with his own momentum and not even hook his legs.
Wrestling word. And
yeah, you're right, buddy. You're right.
It. Like he was actually closer to the ropes to where he could have like bounced off of the ropes, grabbed it, then hit it. Then it would have looked perfect. It would have looked gold. You know what I'm saying? Like let the momentum of the spear rock him against the ropes, grab it, and then fucking hit him with a pedigree. That would have looked crazy. That would have looked crazy. But fuck that match. Fuck the ending, the Fiend coming in underneath the ring. We've seen that way too many times. And then even the pop his head back up, and they made like that was lame. It was corny.
Just killing him off.
Fucking corny. Horrible.
Just killing him off even more.
Fuck that match. And then the first thing that I said after that was like, oh, so neither Raw or SmackDown get first pick, but of course they came back to pretty much, you know what I'm saying? They cleaned that up. At least they did that. Like, okay, Seth Rollins won from DQ. But the thing that I even looked at, I'm like, since Seth Rollins let the Fiend in, is he now just going to go undefeated for the rest of his career until the Fiend picks somebody else? Like, is he going to? Are they seriously going to have the Fiend run in on him every fucking match, or are they going to let him have some clean matches as champ?
Like I say, man, just prepare the coffin, put Bray Wyatt's career in it, and just bury it 10 feet under because they've killed it. Yeah, they've completely killed it. Like tonight was definitely like the shutting of the coffin top. Like they already prepared it at Hell in a Cell, but tonight's episode of SmackDown, they basically just threw that bitch in there, shut the fucking top, and locked it, and now it's buried 10 feet deep. Like I can't even take the Fiend serious anymore. I can't take the Firefly Funhouse seriously anymore. None of that shit. Like you said, like, you know, fuck the match. Like I said, it was a whole bunch of, oh, let me see how I can counter this. Oh, let's see if we can become independent wrestlers for a night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's not Roman's lane.
Yeah, it was
like Roman is a quintessential WWE wrestler, okay? He does methodical moves, he does power moves, okay? He's not good at countering Seth,
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you trying to have him wrestle an indie match when you know that's not his lane?
Yeah.
And that shit almost came back and that shit almost came back to haunt you because you damn near injured somebody else again with not even with trying to be a damn spot monkey. Like I said. Anyway, fuck that. On to the next.
It is what it. No, we going to the damn Fox draft war room, man.
Oh my gosh.
That was the lamest non-convincing shit that I've seen in a long time.
Could y'all have gotten a better set of extras? Seriously,
that's exactly what I was saying. That's all. Like they actually look like extras.
Because y'all have got at least some legitimate actors, like who have a history of playing executives on a show. Because these extras, I'm just like, this was just obviously obnoxiously cheesy.
Yeah, they look like an extra from the Lauren Lake fucking Judge show.
I'm just like from the fake high fives, like you know what I'm saying, and you gotta cheer.
A box of bootios on the table.
Man, I don't give a fuck about them nasty ass shits. I'm just talking about like all of these damn like fake ass. Well, let me not say that, but anyway, but just all these damn shenanigans going on. Like every time they make a pick, like they're up there like having a celebration. Like, no, if you watch a real fucking NFL draft, if you see in the war room after they make a pick, everybody doesn't stand up and celebrate every 5 damn seconds.
Hopefully they call it a war room.
They sit around. Yes, they call it the
war room. Oh, so they were trying to just make the shit official because they on Fox.
Yeah. But like I was saying, in a real draft in the NFL, like the executives or the general manager staff or whatever the hell they are, they don't stand up and celebrate every 10 seconds. Like when they make certain picks, they'll sit around, they'll clap their hands, and they'll be like, okay, good job. On to the next one. But these yahoos are up here, you know what I'm saying, sitting up here like, you know, just up here having a fucking
That's what we tried to say.
Just like, man,
that's what we're trying to say.
These guys are up here just having a damn watch party. That shit wasn't even a damn war room. That shit was a damn lobby for a house party. And then what pisses me off on the Raw side, on the USA side, you got one motherfucker up in there with his face painted. Was he supposed to be the damn Ultimate Warrior or some shit?
Or in the room?
Paying homage to the Ultimate Warrior or some shit. I'm just like,
that's crazy.
How
maybe he was the WWE's version. He was the WWE's version of Excalibur.
Oh man, fuck that. I'm just like, how you gonna be a serious executive? Like, how is this supposed to be a serious occasion? And you being an executive, but you got your damn face painted.
Yeah,
I'm just like, this was obnoxiously cheesy.
Hey, but I ain't gonna front though, man. There's like Christmas is fake as hell, man. But
I'm just like, man, why did I tune in to this show? Like, seriously,
it wasn't good at all. It wasn't good in the war room. Like I said, they thought they were bringing it like legitimacy to it.
Like I'm actually thinking,
it was horrible.
I'm actually thinking when they said Fox and USA, I didn't think it was going to be like the actual Fox and USA executives. I mean, duh. I mean, I know WWE insults our intelligence all the time, but I mean, I don't think they're that stupid.
They didn't even try, pretty much.
But I'm just like, could y'all have gotten at least like being that, you know, you work with like acting coaches and being that you have fucking Freddie Prinze Jr., why couldn't you have called Freddie Prinze Jr. to hire a few executives for this particular episode? I'm pretty sure he would have gone
me. Them idiots could have hit me. I just shaved today. They could have flown me out there. I got a suit. I could have put on a suit. And like then they could have just took everybody else out and they just could have doubled me. It could have been like 15.
No, your ass would have gotten kicked out because you would have been drinking too much fucking beer. That's what would have happened. Like, I'm serious, man. I'm just like y'all couldn't have called somebody like Freddie Prinze Jr. I'm pretty sure he could have gone out and got you like some excellent top-notch executives who would have actually took this shit serious. These idiots look like a bunch of marks that you sent out a call on Craigslist and was like, hey, we need a bunch of mark ass wrestling fans,
like I said,
who taking a couple of acting classes, who want to be on an episode of SmackDown on Fox.
Yeah,
that's literally how low budget this was.
They look like a bunch of extras from fucking the Lauren Lakes fucking Judge show.
And then for Pete's sakes, no, hold on. But and then for Pete's sakes, man, you're gonna drag Troy Aikman.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Buck into this. I'm looking at this shit like poor Troy fucking Aikman. He has to become susceptible to this bullshit, and he's a serious athlete. And then what made it even more fucked up, AG, when he said his favorite move was the pile driver. Why in the hell are you showing the Undertaker tombstoning people? The man said pile driver. He didn't say what specific pile driver it was. And then, of course, Joe Buck, you know what I'm saying? That damn turd, the turd that he is. Oh, well, we just find out something different today about Troy Aikman. Man, shut up.
Yeah, it is what it is. But fuck the War Room, man. The first trade that made sense. Like I said, I'm not going through all the trades.
My damn head hurts from all of this obnoxiousness, man.
Yeah, the only trade that mattered, or the first trade that mattered, was Bray to SmackDown. Duh.
Yeah,
we all knew that was coming anyway, because it's the biggest show, and that's my thing. Is like, there's absolutely no.
But if you're gonna, this is my question: if you're gonna bring Bray to SmackDown, how the fuck are you gonna revive his career now? Because you damn near killed it within 2 days, or in one week.
Did Seth Rollins get? Is Seth Rollins still Raw, or was he Smack? Or did he didn't get picked yet?
No, he didn't.
So look, this is crazy too. How legit is your Universal title if he ain't even in the first fucking 2 rounds of fucking picks?
My thing is how legit are both of your titles when you didn't even pick your champions as top picks?
Yeah, now, Becky Lynch was picked first, and that made a whole bunch of sense.
No disrespect to Becky, but I'm just like, come on, man. Like 2 of your most prestigious titles in the company, and they didn't even get top picks.
Yeah,
if not any picks at all.
They just drew the line in the sand the way it is. Pretty much, you can just see that all the superstars that have been like super over within the past like month to 2 months, they're shooting them over to SmackDown. All the stars that are still stars, they shoot them over to Raw. So it's pretty much just a trade of the A and B show, and that's exactly what it's going to be. But fuck that, man. Bray, like I said, it is what it is. I'm gonna just have to wait on Bray, because my thing, I'm not on the train anymore, and I don't give a fuck. But I got an idea for a video as far as wrestling content, because that's my thing. In order to get more steam on these things, I'm gonna start back putting up wrestling content. I used to put up lists like top 5 this, top 10 that, my favorite 10 or my top 10 wrestlers of all time, shit like that. But this next one's gonna be a kind of troll video that I'm gonna do. And it's not really a spoiler because no one's in here watching this. So, but Shorty Gable, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's kind of funny because Corey Graves mainly was talking. I think he kind of made that up. Was it him or was it Baron Corbin?
To be honest with you, I don't know, because I'm just like, who the fuck is booking like this whole thing? Yeah,
like it's the 4 fucking meeting between them. It's stupid.
I'm just like, Shorty Gable, like, what the fuck is this? JC Ice and Wolfie D? Like, who the hell that is? Who the hell is booking this?
Yeah, it's stupid.
Seriously?
But my whole thing is I'm just gonna do a video, like a troll video, saying WWE promoting bully with bullying with that name change. It's gonna be funny. I'll shoot you the link when I get this shit done. I'll probably do it tomorrow. Kofi in fallback mode. Kofi pretty much fell right back into the whole New Day with no like attitude or anger towards
you
losing
said it.
the belt.
You said it. Oh yeah. Hey
Know
everybody.
your role, boy.
It's your boy Kofi
Yeah.
Kingston, baby. You know, I just lost that WWE championship
You know what
in
I'm
like
saying? Bro,
10
I don't get no better
seconds.
championship.
You know,
I
but
gotta
I'm gonna
say the
still come out
pancakes.
here and throw my little dirty ass pancakes that I done stuffed in my pants and probably rub my dick over the whole entire show. And I'm gonna throw them out for these little kids to eat or what have you. Because I don't give a damn that I just got humiliated on national television last week. Losing the WWE championship in 10 seconds. Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, did you know about my whereabouts? Of course you didn't, because they didn't even fucking tell me.
They didn't cover it.
But I'm as happy as can be. And you know what else I did?
Know your role. He just knows his role. Like they gave him a talk. It's bullshit.
And you know what else I did, y'all? I also sent out a great tweet talking about how much fun I had as WWE champion and how I'll never get a fucking title shot again. And I'm going to be back down on the mid card with this fat hip swiveling motherfucker named Big E and this idiot Xavier Woods who blows a trombone and probably blows something else too in his downtime.
Yep. And neither one of the three are ever going to get a push, even though Big E and Xavier Woods deserve a push. It's crazy. And
don't you dare be sour. Don't you dare be sour.
Yeah,
clap for your 4-time mid-carders.
Yep, exactly.
And feel Vince McMahon's power.
That's probably what they told Kofi. Don't be sour. Just go back out there, boy, and fucking throw the pancakes and just be the sideshow. Just be the sideshow. That's exactly what they did for that shit. If you have anything else to say about it, what is that match sucked too?
Yeah, like
and hold on, real quick. That's another thing as far as the draft. Like they pretty much they say with draft, like as far as factions that they could be split up, they drafted the entire OC. So in being fair, it would seem that like the New Day wouldn't be split. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, they're not. I mean, like you just said, they're not going to get a push. They're not going to get a push. They're not going to get a push anyway. So why split them up?
Yeah, I feel you.
Why split them up?
Yeah. They're the side.
They're not gonna get a push anyway. So just keep them together.
Fuck them. But it is like the first significant pick of the draft, which was kind of like a prospect pick, were the Street Profits. That was the only thing where I'm like, something happened.
That was cool. I'm down with that shit.
But is that not crazy? The entire draft was like nothing. It was like everybody like it would have been a more fun episode had they not called it a draft, just called it a shakeup and just switched people over, because that's all it was. It was like shit.
No, but Aaron, they gotta impress Big Daddy Fox.
Yeah, Fox. Remember? Yeah, by calling it a draft. Yeah, and bring the NFL aspect into it. Yeah,
right.
It was horrible garbage, man. But like I said, the Street Profits. When I saw that they finally grabbed somebody from the NXT and brought them over, and
that'll be the last time you see it.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what's funny though? With that was even predictable, because they're the only NXT guys that they've been getting more TV time than a lot of the fucking main carders on just in recapping, because that's all they do. They bring the Street Profits on to recap Raw like halfway in.
And I'm just like, why?
Big shocker that they brought.
Like, don't you have like interviewers for that? Don't you have Caleb Braxton and Charlie Caruso and whatever that Renee Young
bring Charlie Caruso
double looks like? Like, don't you? That's what you have people with microphones that talk to people backstage for.
Yeah, we want the smoke. We want the smoke. And that's another gimmick. It is what it is, man. Like Kamala said it best. We may have to do that one, man.
What a bunch of geeks.
Yep.
I mean, I like the Street Profits, don't get me wrong, but they act like a bunch of geeks, man. Especially that Montez Ford.
Yeah. It is what it is, man. We done with that. We on the last portion of this fucking show.
Yeah, you know that, right? I don't really give a shit about those damn draft picks, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, fuck draft picks.
I mean, it's
nothing changed. Hardly anything changed.
It's so obvious. It's so obvious, dude. Like, oh wow, Braun Strowman coming to SmackDown. All right. Why? What? For what? For what? So he could just
he has a thing with Tyson Fury coming up. Because he has a thing with Tyson.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's just the fact because they just wanted a big man on SmackDown. You got Drew McIntyre on Raw, so let's put a big man on SmackDown.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna put no title on him at all.
They're not. Hell no, because Brock's over there. But we don't even know if Brock's over there yet, do we?
No, we don't.
But he has to
more
be
than likely,
that's what they promoted him versus Cain Velasquez on. So you already know that. That's what
I'm saying. Yeah. By the way, did you hear Cain Velasquez got a title shot
already?
Before Kofi Kingston did
already. See, we almost forgot. Yeah, already. No automatic rematch clause in Kofi's contract, I guess. Even though Bayley just got one, and that's what we were going on to. That's crazy that you even remembered that right before this.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean,
that's crazy.
It's really shocking. That's a shakeup right there, man. Crown Jewel, Cain Velasquez, the number one contender for the WWE Championship. Boy, man, I tell you what, he's been looking mighty good on Raw these past couple of weeks.
A 1-year veteran of the sport of professional wrestling gets a title shot. But then again, I guess that's what they did with Brock.
Yeah, but I'm saying, didn't you see those squash matches?
Yeah.
Did you see him squash Heath Slater? Boy, man, Cain Velasquez has been on quite a win streak these past couple of months, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Pretty much what they did with the past 2 weeks of Truth, and it's kind of funny. With the first 2 weeks of SmackDown on Fox, they just erased Kofi's fucking history as fucking the champ in a way.
Oh yeah.
Or at least made it less legitimate. It's crazy. They pretty much
no highlights of last week. No nothing. Number one. Exactly. No one-on-one interview with Kofi asking him how he felt about losing the championship to Lesnar.
Like they always do. Like they definitely do every fucking time somebody loses. Because it's like whenever somebody loses, it's either almost a speech or a promo cutting like, I'm gonna make it back to this point and I'm gonna get my title back, or it's like, you know what? I have a fucking clause in my contract and I better get like some shit like that. Kofi right back throwing pancakes.
But I'm telling you, man,
do the job, boy. That's what it is. Do the job, boy. Is exactly what it is.
But I'm telling you, Aaron, like Cain Velasquez has been looking great these past couple of weeks, man. Like these squash matches, like I know you saw him on Main Event, boy. Main Event. I'm telling you, that fall away slam off the top rope, man. That's a dangerous move. Brock better watch out. I hope you don't get caught in that.
Ridiculous, man. But it is what it is. Like, if that's what they're gonna do, that's what they're gonna do. Kofi doesn't get a rematch, but guess who did get a rematch? Bayley. And this was the only part of the entire show that was worth watching, and the only segment of the show that I actually enjoyed.
Threw a fucking tantrum.
Yep, not even a tantrum though. Like I guess it was the tantrum part.
It was.
I just like her entrance, the way she just came in and like busted down all of the fucking streamers and shit. You know what I'm saying? And just showed it, like, and then even the new haircut and shit, and it looks way better on her. It looks better on Bayley. This whole attitude thing looks better on it. But
all I'm gonna say to Bayley is it's like Will Smith told Shia LaBeouf in iRobot, stop cussing, because you suck at it. Yeah.
Oh, she was like, what the ass fuck?
No, she wasn't saying all that. She was like,
but you can say me.
She was like, all of these bitches, screw you.
They didn't cut out for you? Because I rewinded like twice. It was like the
She said it.
I mean, all I got
it was no censor. It was no censor for me. Like, she definitely said it. She was like, so I want to tell all of these bitches, screw you.
I could tell what they're trying to do. Even in the main thing to where I could tell was at the end of the show when she was walking away. They're just trying to make a Becky Lynch 2.0 for SmackDown, because I guess they're gonna keep Becky Lynch on Raw, and then they're just trying to get like a, you know what I'm saying, a women empowerment version of Becky Lynch, but on SmackDown for Fox.
We'll tell them to not let her cuss anymore because she sucks at it.
Yeah, but one thing I'll say, she sold the shit well.
Yeah, she did.
She sold the whole heel, because truthfully, she already switched heel 2 weeks ago or some shit like that. But she sold
she
the
was
whole,
a tweener. She wasn't no heel. She was a tweener.
You think?
But to be honest with you, man, I'm still not. I mean, I like the new repackage or whatever, but to be honest, like she really didn't like draw me in emotionally. Like I can't take Bayley serious. I can't.
She did to me, and you know I hate women's wrestling. Truthfully, I can't stand Bayley, but I liked it. I like the way she came out.
I mean,
I'll put it this way: she was pretty much like just like all business kind of. Like fuck all this other shit. Let me go ahead and delete all this shit around me. Go out.
But I want to see Bayley get mad. I want to see her snap.
That's coming. That's coming. That's what I'm saying.
I want to see her wrestle. I want to see her wrestle a more aggressive, stiffer style, or not a stiffer, but a smug style of wrestling.
A stiffer. She will. She will.
Like, because I'm watching Charlotte like throwing bows on her, and Bayley's like, wait, hold on. I think I can do it. Wait, let me hit you.
I understand though. She had just got the gargantuan from Jimmy John. She had just got done eating 2 gargantuans from Jimmy John. It went straight to her ass. But no, I mean, it's coming, man. It's coming. Trust me. I like because I
call her big mad booty Bayley.
I could tell from a mile away that they got something planned for her, and truthfully, I think it's gonna be gold for her, man. Overall, this show sucks.
Kill that elbow drop too, man.
Oh yeah.
Macho is rolling over his grave like, oh Bayley, what are you thinking? No, you gotta go with the angle. Don't kill my move. Don't kill my move, Bayley.
Plus, you already have a female that does the elbow drop way better than Kari Sane. That's the best elbow drop in wrestling.
Like, isn't your move the Bayley to belly? Like, just stick to that.
I mean, but she hit it and didn't get the pin on it.
Well, that's not her fault.
But my thing is, it's a regular ass move. There's no way that a belly to belly suplex should be your fucking finisher anyway. That's a softener. That's a back softening move. Fuck out of here.
Well, hell, give her a power bomb. Shit, I don't know. Give her a damn pile driver. I don't know.
Give her a butt blaster.
A bonsai drop.
Yeah, exactly. AKA Yokozuna. Well, that wasn't Yokozuna.
A Bayside drop.
Word. Or a Popeye's spicy chicken sandwich to the face, and then I don't know, man. But we at the end of this fucking I don't even know if you want to call it an episode, man. I'm good. See, this is how it should be though. We banged the bitch out, but truthfully, it is what it is. It wasn't as much to talk about, and it was a horrible episode.
Yeah.
Not to say 32 minutes is the fucking sweet spot for time. But for what it is, just how this episode banged it out easy.
I mean, really, because
WWE
I didn't have much shit to say. I really didn't.
On a 2-hour show. On a 2 fucking hour show.
That's what I'm saying, man. This is like no draft picks, like just amaze me or just mesmerize me.
Would you know what?
I said no draft picks like mesmerize.
Oh, okay.
Like at all.
Draft picks. I'm like, what the fuck?
No, I said no draft picks mesmerize me at all. I'm like, so wait a minute.
Everything's staying the same except we're gonna switch up 2 people and then bring some new people, one new tag team in. That's all we got from tonight.
And I'm just like, so this is what everybody was anticipating? This regular basic ass show?
It's what I anticipated, to be honest, as far as the drags. I'm like, what the fuck are you gonna do? All you gonna
do?
I'm
just like, then Bray over then you just had rinse and repeat matchups too. Like Roman and Seth, we've seen that.
Baron Corbin and fucking Chad, like that shit's old. Like that shit's annoying as a bitch to me. The King of the Ring's over. Okay, Chad Gable, you didn't fucking
win,
defy the odds and then on top of that, they supporting bullying by calling the nigga Shorty Gable. It's corny, man. They don't know what they're doing.
Truthfully, Charlotte and Bayley is old too.
Yeah,
but I guess the reason why they did it is to, display her new heel persona or her full-on heel persona now. I guess so she could get the belt off of Charlotte. So that basically means Charlotte's going to Raw. Yeah, I can already tell right now.
Oh yeah,
she's not the SmackDown champion anymore.
Becky Lynch
Charlotte is going to Raw. Yeah,
Becky Lynch
Charlotte is too.
Yeah, Charlotte is too. You know what that also means?
Bayley and Sasha are staying together.
I think Sasha's gonna go to SmackDown.
She is on SmackDown.
Oh, she already is. Okay,
yeah.
they're gonna end up going against each other since they're best friends. It's so lame, man. WWE, man, and their creator, their writing skills is like it's fucking horrible. But for the past 2 weeks of SmackDown, which was their biggest show, the past 2 weeks, it's truthfully kind of proven that AEW may win this fucking war overall. Not the Wednesday night war. I'm talking about the wrestling fucking war. I think that AEW may fucking put the dog. They may fucking wash the shit out of WWE because it's looking real bad for them.
Oh, and just in case you didn't know, Aaron, just by a lot of internet critics and wrestling pundits, AEW did win the Wednesday Night Wars again this week.
Oh, they did win?
Their percentage dropped some because, of course, you know,
it wasn't the first one.
Baseball games and stuff. But as far as like the 18, what did they say? Like the 18 to like 46 Democrats?
Yeah.
Yeah. They won. They got that. They said they doubled that.
And that wasn't even and it wasn't even their best show, but they only had 2 shows, but it wasn't even as good as the first show.
Right. And they how does that happen? How do you not capitalize on that, NXT? How?
Because but I mean, but it is what it. I think even in that, because my thing is the thing that kind of changed what I was about to say was the fact that you said NXT. You know what I'm saying? If you said WWE, I would have said what I had to say, but because you said NXT,
I'm just like
no. But the reason because you said NXT was the key, because they do have all of the like they have the talent, and then they have truthfully good stories in order to do so. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? If it was just WWE, it's like, oh, because that's what they do. But because it was NXT, it was like there was no way that it should. But it like this whole thing is almost weird because NXT is like on a smaller level. AEW is on a bigger level than WWE's here. So
yeah,
truthfully, if AEW beats out NXT every week, it's cool because it's kind of expected. But my thing is, I put money within a month AEW will be doing better numbers than SmackDown. Real shit. And that's a bold fucking that's a bold
I'm not even really looking at it as a bold prediction. I can actually agree with you on that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll get
it's Fox versus TNT though.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'll agree with you on that, because from this obnoxious shitty ass show tonight,
yeah, it was garbage
compared to the very first show they had last week. Basically, what that's making WWE look like now is basically saying, if it wasn't for The Rock,
exactly,
that show wouldn't be nothing.
Boom. Yep. The Rock in the very beginning. And then that was another thing, was like the drop off from like the first 30 minutes onto the rest of the show. It was a huge drop off in viewership. So it is what it is, man. Like I said, WWE capitalizing on like star power, where AEW is capitalizing on
of chitlins. That's what it was.
Hey, do you eat chitlins or no?
Hell no. That's why I said steaming pile of chitlins or chitlin juice. And that shit stank worse.
Hey, I had a cousin that fell in a bucket of chitlin juice or some shit, I think, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Well, for real, like when she was a kid, like I guess when they were cleaning the chitlin, fell right in there. That's serious. And that ain't even, that's a shoot, if you want to call it that. But yeah, man, on a scale of 0 to 5 marks, what would you rate Friday Night SmackDown, the draft episode?
Not 1, but 2.
A 2?
That's all you're getting. This is a 2. That's all you're getting.
You know what? I'm gonna go with a 2 as well, truthfully, because you know what's fucked up? I was thinking of 1, but then I was about to say, hold on, but what about the whole Bayley thing? Yeah, that wouldn't boost. But now I was like, the rest of it was ass. The reason for the entire show being the draft was ass. It was horrible.
It was
every aspect of it.
Nothing, I mean, I told you the
yeah,
matches snipped ass.
Yeah, the matches too. But nothing changed. But bringing over like the only prospect that they got that wasn't on the main roster was a tag team that has been on TV the past 2 months more than fucking half of the roster on there, and they haven't even hit the ring yet. So you almost knew that something was coming with those guys. So I give it a 2 as well.
I can only imagine what Monday's going to be like.
Hopefully they pull something out of their ass, because to be honest, this may be the last piece of WWE weekly viewership that they get from me, straight up.
I'm serious.
And that's a shoot. No, that's a dead ass shoot, because NXT or shit, I guess they'll still get me as far as NXT and watch it, but I may be done with Raw and SmackDown. Dead ass it, and that's dead ass it. I'm not even fucking around, because it's like I get nothing from it. Like when you watch a wrestling program, you get entertained. Like you only watch it to get entertained unless you're like 7 years old and you're the hugest John Cena fan. You want to see everything John Cena does. I like good wrestling matches. You know what I'm saying? I know it's fake. It's not still real to me. You feel me?
Right.
They're not delivering. I'm gonna watch Raw. If Raw is shit, we're gonna do a live right after Raw this upcoming Monday.
My thing is,
if Raw is shit, I'm done watching Raw and I'm done watching SmackDown, and then I'm just gonna be straight up NXT and AEW, and that's straight up. That's real shit.
Like my whole thing is with Raw and SmackDown, like I was saying with the Roman Reigns Seth Rollins match, like what is this proving? Like, what are you trying to prove?
Nothing.
If Raw is supposed to be the flagship show, as Michael Cole says, then what how are you proving that every week? How are you proving that? If Raw is supposed to be the flagship show, the A+ show, supposedly every week, how are you proving that? If SmackDown is supposed to be the next best thing behind that, how are you proving that every week? That's my whole question to WWE entirely, and I'm not even joking right now. Like I'm
you really joking a little bit though.
Yeah, a little bit, but I'm just saying, like, what are you proving?
Yeah,
like what are you proving? Are you proving that okay? Yes, you have gotten complacent because you're getting all of this money from the Taliban and from Fox now. So now what you can do is basically you're zipping your pants down and just whipping your dick out at everybody else in the wrestling world and saying, we're WWE, we got the money to make all the moves, you can't, and y'all are trying to keep up. That's basically what you're saying.
Pretty much.
But the thing is, you've got another organization out here that's not even a year old in AEW that is straight up giving us wrestling fans like me and Aaron what we want. And then adding some suspense to it on top of that. And guess what, WWE? They've got just as much, if not more money than you. But no, do you see them?
The only thing that WWE has over them
on their wrestling fans and telling them, oh, because we got all this money, we could be complacent and rest on our laurels and make all these moves and, brainwash you and insult your intelligence and say, no, you're going to like who we shove down your throat. Oh, no, you're going to like us damn near killing, a man who's supposed to be this psychotic, morphological being. I know I just stole that line from Power Rangers. Fuck y'all, job sniffers. Anyway, but yeah, like you don't see AEW putting their nutsack on their wrestling fans' faces and be like, oh yeah, you're gonna like this because we're gonna shove this down your throat.
Word.
Like, no. And that's and that's why, to AG's point, that's why they're gonna succeed.
Yeah, they're gonna be. It's like it's almost no question to me. There's almost no
Because,
question.
dude, I'm at the
Next
point
year,
now.
AEW is going to be on top of the fucking ladder, looking down.
I believe it. I believe it because I'm at the point now, AG, where like I'm about to go full blown AEW or NWA Power. That's it.
You know what? We're not gonna recap NWA Power, but I ended up watching it. We talked about it briefly on the last one. Let's just talk about just like just in a nutshell, what do you think about? We're gonna go ahead and end this episode out. I'm gonna leave it up for replay value.
All I'm gonna say is old school still rules. Period.
Because it was more about the wrestling.
Old school still works.
Yeah, but everything led up to the matches. Everything led up to a match, and that's
not even. And it wasn't even. And it wasn't only just that, Aaron. It was the fact that when you heard these dudes talk,
oh, they killed it.
That shit sounds natural. That shit sounds like you and me. If they were to put a camera in front of our face and be like, you know what, Aaron Gordon, tell us how you really feel about
we gotta start calling me Beer, man. We gotta start calling me Beer, just Beer.
I mean, well, I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying, trying to prove a point right now. Everybody know you damn beer drink and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you walking around as a damn mascot. People know you got a real name. Shit, they know I got a real name. Hell, you say it before you even.
I'm getting more Facebook requests after doing these things.
Oh, well, there you go. See,
I don't want them. I don't want a bunch of Facebook requests randomly. You know what I'm saying?
But my point was, wow. But my point is that, you know, even with something like NWA Power, like when you hear those dudes talk, they're having, it's like me and him right now on this broadcast. We're having a normal conversation and it sounds natural.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't hear 4 or 5 pauses in the middle of the damn promo.
And
they're coming on there, they're saying what the hell they gotta say, they're telling you what the hell they're gonna do, and they go in the ring and they do it.
One thing that I will say that I didn't like, it's not really not like, because it, like I said, it is a throwback show. But that was the one thing that I kind of looked at the where it made it kind of awkward, was the fact that they didn't have any ring entrances. And I know that's how it was back in the NWA.
Yeah, that's how.
Like that may be a thing that they need to kind of incorporate, because when they brought out Nick Aldis as the champ, he came out and the crowd really didn't. They gave it, but I'm pretty sure they had a guy behind like, get up, do it. And then after he got up to the ropes, they sat back down, and a couple of them sat back up. Like it was kind of one of those things.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, like it was kind of a because it's a live studio audience,
right?
It's not just a live show. With a live studio audience, you're kind of being directed on what to do. And in a wrestling match, imagine if a quarter of the people is a live studio audience or normal just wrestling fans. They're just going to act on what they see.
Yeah.
And that's what I saw a lot there. So maybe, truthfully, they may just need to only cast non-wrestling fans for the show, because a lot of people, like, they would get hyped for it when they shouldn't have gotten hyped for it. And that's just pretty much that's just the nature of a live studio audience show and just a live fucking show. You know what I'm saying? And they can easily do it, because I mean, I'm pretty sure they don't have no more than 150 people in that crowd. But I like the presentation of it though. It was real dope, and I fuck with it.
But see, the thing of it is, I was saying, but to my point, it's proving something to you.
Yeah,
it's proving that okay, we are the National Wrestling Alliance, probably one of the most legendary, if not the most legendary, professional wrestling organization that ever existed, and we are making our comeback. This is our
the most important belt in wrestling.
Yes, the 10 pounds of gold. But I'm just saying, just as the organization as a whole, we are the most storied, the most legendary professional wrestling organization that ever existed. And now we are making a comeback. This is our resurrection in 2019. And we are going to show you present day, in a present day presentation, why we are the most celebrated and why we are the most storied and the most legendary professional wrestling company that ever existed. That's proving something to me.
Yeah, and pretty much
WWE isn't doing that shit.
How wrestling should look. Pretty much how wrestling should look.
And I'm gonna say this about AEW. Even going back to AEW, as new as they are, AEW, you know what they're proving to me? And I just speak for myself. You know what they're proving to me? They're proving to me like, you know what? We know what you're used to. We know what you've seen. But guess what? This is something new. This is something hip. This is something futuristic. And this is, most importantly, something authentic that you've been missing as a wrestling fan for 20 some odd years, or how many years you've ever, however many years you've been watching wrestling. But we're going to bring you something that's an alternative from the usual, aka WWE, that's more up to date, that involves the fans more, that gives the fans what they want, and gives the fans something that they can, most importantly, invest in.
Yep.
That's what AEW's proven to me. Same thing with NXT. NXT is the same thing. NXT is like, okay, you know, we know that before we were just the developmental brand that everybody came to, you know, to hone their skills so they could get called up to Raw.
Or the has-been brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now that they're on USA, they're like, okay, we're not just a developmental brand anymore. Like, we are the other brand.
I fucked up.
WWE.
You said NXT, right?
Yeah, NXT.
When you said it, I was thinking TNA.
Oh,
that's why I said the has-been brand. Yeah. Okay.
No, but NXT, I was just saying, now that they're on USA, what they've proven to me now is that they're not the developmental brand anymore. Like, no, we are another brand in WWE, and we are the brand, much like how AEW is, of the future. It's younger talent that knows how to perform in the ring, and when they get on the microphone, they're going to tell you exactly how they feel, and they're going to tell you why they're great, and they're going to go in the ring and they're going to deliver it.
Word.
That's what NXT is proving to me. I mean, just like the theme song says, we are not your kind.
Yeah,
they're not. They're unique.
Yep. Go back there with your kind. That was just a dumbass joke.
Aaron and his randomness. Gotta love it. Must be the beer.
Look, we're gonna go ahead and end this podcast on a scale of 0 to 5 marks. What would you rate NWA Power?
I'm gonna give that shit a big old 5.
That's crazy. You said a 5. I was gonna say the same thing. I'm giving it a 5 for the fact that it was their first show. Everything worked out. It was a couple camera angles,
and you know
they kept true to a recipe.
And you know what was so funny, Aaron? Now I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you something. It's probably not gonna shock you, but you're probably still gonna be amazed just hearing it anyway. NWA did everything that WWE could do,
but they won't.
In 1 hour. They did everything WWE could do and should be doing with the young talent that they have in 1 damn hour, Aaron.
Yeah.
Promos, segments, matches in 1 hour.
Yeah, because the whole thing with NWA, most of the guys that are over and like the pillars of that company are veterans. But then you saw a couple good matches. I'm not even I ain't gonna get into who it was.
Dude, it didn't even take them that long to deliver.
Yeah, it was a couple matches of younger dudes that actually had really good matches. And you like, first thing you do is you Google who the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You give it a 5, I give it a 5. We are AEW. And the McRib is back, suckers. We're gonna go ahead and end off with you, Captain Akron. You know, we're gonna say at the same time, and then we're done with this broadcast. We are AEW. I'm doing it by myself. And the McRib is back,
suckers.
It is.
No, I'm gonna do